come on, get in. Oh, what a win. What a win that is for Chelsea Football Club in our bid to get top 4 and get Champions League football for next season. A 2-1 win over Leicester City at Stamford Bridge in front of 8,000 Chelsea fans, which made their voices known so well it sounded like 20 or 30 or even 40,000. Honestly, the fans were so good tonight. That's the first thing I want to say. But yeah, honestly, it is in our hands now. Top 4 is well and truly in our hands. We can secure it with a final day win at Villa Park in front of 8,000 Aston Villa fans. I'm pretty sure it's 8,000. It could be a bit less than that due to, all the stuff about that fans entering the stadiums. But nevertheless, the point is, it's in our hands. It's in Liverpool's hands. And Leicester City have well and truly bottled it once again for the second year running. I don't know why I've said it like that, because I actually like Leicester and I actually do hope they do get top 4, if it obviously doesn't mean, at the expense of us. But nevertheless, a huge win, one of the biggest wins of our season. Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea have got over the line once again with a really good performance. We controlled the game, we dominated the game from start to finish, we created the better chances, we completely nulled Leicester to barely any chances. It was only, the Iheanacho goal that they got back into it was a sloppy, lack of concentration in midfield, and we just gave away the ball, and Iheanacho with a decent enough finish. But overall, that's the only chance we really gave them in the entire game. Honestly, a brilliant performance once again. As we said, we controlled the game completely for the whole 90 minutes, and overall a massively deserved win in my personal opinion. And now we move on to that game on Sunday against Aston Villa, and then of course the Champions League final against Manchester City. It would be unbelievable if we can go into that game against City knowing that we've already secured top 4 for next season. So yeah, honestly, absolutely chuffed at this moment in time. What a victory, what a win. Done so as well, in the most tense and uneasy and nerve-wracking circumstances, because at half-time I was saying, obviously we've controlled the game in the first half and stuff like that, but I was saying to myself, how many games this season have we seen have gone that direction where we've controlled the game, dominated the game, created a few chances but not enough, and then it's just come back to bite us in the arse, because Leicester of course could have gone and won that game 1-0 at that point. But nevertheless, about 2 or 3 minutes into the second half, Antonio Rudiger with the goal right from point blank range from about 2 or 3 yards out. And honestly, I said at half time on Twitter, we need to score early on or else this game could get really nerve-wracking and Leicester could gain the confidence. And even though pockets a goal in the break against us, we got that goal early, and that of course released a lot of stress in these Chelsea fans and of course players as well in their minds. And then of course Jorginho getting the penalty, Timo Werner with his 8th penalty won in all competitions this season. That is absolutely unheard of. That is an unbelievable record. Timo Werner once again ran his socks off tonight. I think the fans really played a part in that. Did score 2 disallowed goals, 1 for offside and 1 for handball, which first of all I will say both were the correct decision. But I just want to say Timo Werner, he has to be one of the most unlucky players in the world at this moment in time. Nothing is going his way. The footballing gods are not shining light on him whatsoever, but hopefully he can score some goals for us next season and get that goal that gets him back into goal scoring form for us. But nevertheless, you can't fault his work rate, you can't fault his performances, because overall he's still contributing to goals. He's our most goal contributions on all competitions this season up front for us. He works his socks off, as we saw once again tonight, and in my personal opinion he was one of our, if not the man of the match for Chelsea tonight. So yeah, Timo Werner, hats off to him once again. And then Jorginho with the coldest of penalties. That is an absolutely unbelievable penalty, especially against the keeper who's as quality and experienced as Kasper Schmeichel. Especially we saw that on Saturday with some of the saves he made against us to deny us in that FA Cup final. But nevertheless, we've got a revenge on Leicester for that FA Cup final, and honestly, what a feeling. Chelsea once again are on the brink of securing Champions League football for next season. And obviously that's not where we want to be. We don't want to go to Arsenal 10 years ago when it was all about top 4 and that was it. We want to be challenging for league titles, and hopefully this can be the first step under Thomas Tuchel to do that next season. And yet, to be honest, I think we actually should have probably had a penalty earlier on in the game as well, because I think it was Timo Werner went down in the box once again, and I think it was Timo Werner stepped in front of, I think it could have been Fofana or someone like that, but I don't know how it wasn't a penalty, because VAR checked it as well and they didn't give a penalty. And you know what, I don't really want to see that given as a foul, but overall the amount of times I saw the exact same foul in that scenario, Sadio Mane used to do it the whole time for Liverpool last season, and they used to always give it through VAR. I don't know why there's just no consistency. There seems to be no consistency whatsoever with this VAR thing, but I think we've all grown to know that at this stage, and you've seen the fans throughout the game chanting VAR and all that sort of stuff. So honestly, absolutely unbelievable. But nevertheless, I won't complain too much about that, because of course it did not matter in the end, because we got ourselves a massive 3 points. We're now on 67 points, Leicester on 66, and Liverpool I think on 63, but they do have of course a game in hand on us and Leicester, and Liverpool do have a better goal difference as well. So if Chelsea win against Aston Villa and Liverpool win against their last 2 games against Burnley and Crystal Palace, it will be Chelsea and Liverpool into the top 4. But of course if that doesn't happen, Leicester City and Brendan Rodgers will be waiting to pounce on whoever of course does slip up if it does in fact happen. And honestly as well, the fans being there just made it 10 times better, if not more than that, because honestly, for Rudiger's goal, you just see when, they're showing Thomas Tuchel celebrating on the sideline and the camera is shaking because of the, the volume of the crowd. Honestly, I've missed it so much, and honestly, the things I would do to have been there tonight and to be there in general, to be honest. So yeah, fair play to the fans, and honestly, it's such a better spectacle and overall vibe in general these matches when there is fans. And honestly, I can't wait till Stamford Bridge is at full capacity so I can go over myself and actually witness that experience for myself. And yeah, another talking point as well, the fact that N'Golo Kante did get taken off before half time, and honestly, I absolutely beg and pray he's not injured for the Champions League final, because that would be absolutely disastrous. We would be in the mud for that game. And honestly, Mateo Kovacic is back, and him and Jorginho do have that bit of bond in that pivot in midfield, but we need N'Golo Kante for that final. It just simply has to happen. We need N'Golo Kante in midfield in that final, whether it is Jorginho or Kovacic that do play alongside him remains to be seen, but we need Kante for that final. It looks like Havertz is going to be out for it as well, unfortunately. And yeah, I think that's where we're going to leave this video now. So in conclusion, as I keep saying in this video, a huge step taken in Thomas Tuchel's bid to get us over the line for this top 4 race and get us Champions League final, which is of course the first step in getting us to compete for major honours next season and beyond. And yeah, a huge game for us now on Sunday as well against Aston Villa. We need to finish off the job. We can't think it's done yet, because obviously it completely isn't. Aston Villa, especially with the fact that they have 8,000 fans, they have nothing really to play for, and Jack Grealish as well, who's back from injury as well and is fully fit and can cause us a lot of problems in their attack as well. So overall, it's nowhere near done, but we have taken ourselves a huge leap in the direction of Champions League football for next season. But yeah, that's where we're going to leave this video, guys. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to drop a like as per usual. It would mean the absolute world to me. It means more than you guys could ever imagine if you were to leave a like rating on this video. And also, if you could subscribe to the channel as well, that would be hugely appreciated by myself. We are looking to hit 1.7k subscribers on this channel as soon as we possibly can. So if you were to hit that subscribe button right now, it would mean the absolute world to me once again. And yeah, that's where we're going to leave this video, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and see ya.